Hi there. Have you ever wondered why typhoons are becoming more severe in the past years? Take the recent Typhoon Agaton as an example. Flooding and droughts have also become more frequent in the country. Although we often get through and bounce back from these adversities, we must focus on how we can address the issue by understanding the problem. This graph shows the average global surface temperature from the time of the Industrial Revolution in the late 1980s to 2020. The world has grown hotter at the rate of nearly zero point 0.2 degrees Celsius per decade since 1980. According to scientists at NASA, the average global temperature on Earth has increased by at least 1.1 degrees Celsius since 1880. If the current rate of increase continues, the world will warm by 2 degrees Celsius in the next century. Now 2 degrees Celsius might sound minimal, but even a 1 degree Celsius increase in the temperature can cause a drastic change in our global weather and climate. Remember, water at 99 degrees Celsius is liquid, but water at 100 degrees Celsius is steam. That alone says a lot. Now what makes the Earth hot? The answer? Greenhouse gases. You might have learned from your science subject that greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, water vapor, and methane are important for sustaining life on Earth since they help keep the planet warm. However, an uncontrolled increase in these gases in the atmosphere can enhance the natural greenhouse effect of the planet and cause higher temperature. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, natural gas, and oil began to significantly add to the amount of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The enhanced greenhouse effect is the cause of today's global warming. Several effects are already felt today. Some of them are the rising sea levels due to the melting of polar ice caps and glaciers, wildfires, severe typhoons and drought, and food shortage. More severe effects are to be expected by the end of the 21st century if the levels of carbon dioxide are not controlled. We can lessen our individual carbon footprint or the total amount of greenhouse gases that are generated by our actions. Yes, you heard it right. You might not be aware of it, but the simple daily activities that you do also contribute to the increasing greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Luckily, there are many ways for us to limit our carbon footprint. Consume local and seasonal products. Processed food takes up plenty of energy in the production and transportation. Eat home-cooked food and avoid takeouts if possible. Limit meat consumption, especially beef. Beef produces the most greenhouse gas emission, which include methane. Bring reusable shopping bags and avoid products with excessive plastic packaging. Refuse disposable utensils and bring your own utensils when you eat outside. Although consumption is inevitable, make sure to buy only what you need to avoid waste. Take good care of your clothes. Do not buy electric devices if not necessary. Minerals used as components of the devices are mined. Small and big-scale mines can cause damage to natural resources if wastes are not disposed properly. Lessen the use of tissue papers and switch to handkerchiefs instead. Paper comes from trees and more trees are cut when you consume more paper. Same goes with masks. Ditch disposable face masks and switch to cloth masks. Walk, cycle, or use public transportation or maybe carpool with your family members and friends. Be smart about when and how you drive. Unplug your electronic equipment and don't leave your phone on charge when the battery is already full. Don't store unnecessary data in the cloud. Clear your emails and limit binge watching videos on the internet. Remember that every click has a footprint. The cloud is not always green. It requires plenty of energy to run and store your data. Lastly, limit and recycle your waste. So Judenites, we would like to challenge you to take a stand and be an advocate of change. Make your own pledge to help protect the planet. Write it down on a piece of paper and follow the format. I will protect the earth by your response. Take a picture of yourself showing your pledge and submit the photo to the link that will be provided by your teacher. Remember, our simple actions can make a big difference. We are not doing this for ourselves, but more so for the generations after us. Protecting the planet starts with you, and together, let us make a difference.